My name's Margaret, and I'm an atheist because I've always questioned everything.
Republicans are building the wrong wall. The website churchandstate.org is dedicated to the secular government and monitoring breaches and overreaches within the religious community. Recently, they posted a lengthy and meandering inventory of issues of concern regarding the Catholic Church's incursions into government, in U.S. politics, and the Church's support to the Republican Party. Among the highlights listed were the Pope's recent U.S. visit, where the only Democrat he met with was the President, the Church's support for overturning aspects of the ACA dealing with employer rights to discriminate against gays and women, the Catholic Church's recent adoption of a policy in support of the war on terror, and the Catholic Church's influence on Justice Scalia of the Supreme Court regarding his position on abortion law. The article also noted that in 2016, the Church plans to vigorously oppose new legislation aimed at extending the statute of limitations on the prosecution of sex crimes against children. Churchandstate.org and the Infidel will keep you up to date on these issues and more in the coming months. As not reported in the Watchtower, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation has issued a sketchy report concerning unspecified claims of sexual abuse against an unnamed father and son with unspecified roles in the Jehovah's Witness Church in Newfoundland. The reason for all the partial disclosure is that the case is under a publication ban issued for unspecified reasons by the provincial courts. Nothing has been published about the victim, about the specific congregation, or the specific community in which the alleged whatever happened allegedly happened. All we know is that between May 2011 and December 2013, some sort of sexual abuse may or may not have occurred against somebody in the Avalon Peninsula. Asked about the incident, Simon Picard at Jehovah's Witnesses Public Information Desk in Georgetown said, "We do abhor that kind of wickedness, and we do not want to protect any of those individuals, and we allow the authorities to do their work." The statement may be true for the Canadian branches of the JW Church, although in last July of last year it was reported by the CBC that the Australian Witnesses hierarchy shielded accusations of sexual abuse within the Church from police as a matter of policy for over 60 years. Let them eat straight cake only. A case on appeal in Ireland concerning the rights of a gay patron of a cake company and the Christian owners of that company has been postponed until early March, following several twists and changes of heart. The case concerns gay rights activist Gareth Lee and Daniel and Amy MacArthur, who run Asher's Bakery in Belfast. Last year, Lee requested a cake featuring the likeness of Bert and Ernie with the caption, "Support gay marriage." The MacArthurs refused, citing their own religious and political objections to same-sex marriage. A Belfast judge ruled that the MacArthurs had violated Mr. Lee's rights on the ground of his sexual identity and political stance, arguing that the business was not a religious institution and was therefore bound by law to accommodate the request. The MacArthurs were ordered to pay £500 to Mr. Lee, which he intended to donate to charity. However, the MacArthurs appealed, and that appeal was supposed to be heard last month. Since that time, at least one advocate for Mr. Lee, British gay rights activist Peter Tatchell, has had a change of heart and now supports the MacArthur's right to free expression. Additionally, the Attorney General for Northern Ireland, John Larkin, QC, wrote a request to make representation to the court describing what he sees as a potential conflict between Northern Ireland's equality legislation and European human rights laws.